There we go. Tinkering. You guys might want to see this. We'll see if anybody comes around. We shall see. You guys are all watching football, probably. Okay, let's see how this goes. Oh, somebody's here. Somebody's here. Hey, Mark. What's up? You can hear me, right? You can hear me? Just want to make sure. I had a couple of hiccups with the microphone when I started. Yep, cool. So I'm tinkering in Race Coordinator. I found some really cool, not tools, but just kind of tweaks and stuff. Good, yeah, good. Can you hear the fan from the computer? Probably a little bit, right? I'm trying to set up the filters to filter that noise out, but we'll see. Not at all. Oh, good. Good to know. How you doing, buddy? How's Florida these days? Do you see one of my our subscribers, I would imagine, Jeff Ryan, got walled. I think he's at Bradenton. Lost a couple trees and got some other damage. He just got his power back today. Not good. Not good. He's looking for some help, looking for some donations. Not good, man. Not good. That was on live early. Yeah, I saw it real quickly. I was so ensconced in this. So what you're looking at is my computer connected to my laptop, and I'm using the FineCam software to share it. So it's kind of cool. So if I go over here, you can see I can move my mouse. It's kind of neat. But I found some really cool stuff in Race Coordinator. So I wonder, I don't know if you'll be able to hear the sound, but you might hear the sound through the computer. So let's see. Let's try it. So you should see Race Coordinator launching. Well, I got to keep moving around. I might have to take my face off the picture to show you. So I've been doing fake races. So I put up some drivers here. Let's get Brian out and let's get you in there just to be funny. There you go. Boom. There you go. So that's you. You even got your logo in there now. Look at that. For a few days. Oh, I'm fully aware, Mark. Yeah. No, you got some family down there. I had a cousin get very, very lucky. Her entire neighborhood had at least some flooding, light flooding. We're talking like mostly the streets and gutters, but she had nothing. She had a couple pieces of fence get knocked down, so she got very lucky. Very lucky. I got to find out where she is, though. She told me, and I forgot already. So anyway, you can see it. You can still see this. Let me shut off my camera briefly. I'm going to show you something that I found. There we go. Should still be able to hear me. I want to make sure it doesn't disable the mic. It's only the camera. Doesn't say it's muted. It should be okay. Tornado hit only. Oh, jeez. Believe it or not, we had two of them in my neighborhood. One was right before COVID, and one was way younger when we were younger kids. But it was funny. You could see the path of the destruction. Literally, like, it was very narrow. I mean, come on, it's New Jersey. But you could see, like, limbs and branches, like, perfect line from, well, Nabisco, because we grew up in Nabisco. Nabisco going, like, catty corner across to Summers Park, which is our old baseball field. And when it got towards the bottom of the hill, because it went up over the mountain a little bit, when it got to the bottom of the hill, dude, it snapped some trees like they weren't even there. Just like nothing. I'm talking clean break, almost like a saw. It was crazy. Anyway, let me show you this. So I've been fooling around my round robin, and it looks like Gene and I sort of fixed it. I mean, of course, Gino always helps, but we think it was just a .NET framework. Believe it or not. The .NET framework needed updating, and I had been postponing it on the laptop because it was slow, really slow to do that, and then suddenly it worked. So go figure. But anyway, let me show you. So I'm going to do demo mode. So this is a fake race, right? Actually, you know what? Better yet. Let me do this first. So instead of the gas station, I don't know if you ever saw the fuel. Let me see the original. See, the original was like this, right? And then It was a 0 team. Drove up to Vienna about an hour and a half. No one visited a buddy and saw the same thing. Could definitely see the path. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. I guess everybody's watching football. So anyway, this is the original, right? This green right here. Cool. As far as I know, Mark, we didn't do a full test with the cars, but we did it with our fingers on the sensors, and it seems to behave fine. And every test I've done over here, and I'm pointing where you can see, where you can't see me, seems to be. So yeah, I think so. So yeah, I've been tweaking again. So here's when you start the race. This is your full fuel tank, right? So this is theoretically, I'll call it 20 gallons, right? Because that's what gas is, it's gallons. So it goes down from 20 down to 0. When you use 1 gallon, a little sliver of the green disappears and it makes it white. And then a sliver and then a sliver and a sliver as you go. And then halfway is halfway, etc. I never could see it, mostly because I have a green lane. So this green on a different shade of green, you couldn't really tell. But also, it was really not tall. It was very short. So most of the time, you couldn't see it. You just had to pray like hell. Even on Gino's tracker, really anybody using Race Coordinator. So I got a little carried away today. So if you look at my numbers up to the number 9. So counting backwards, right? So full tank. So now it says the word full. And rather than the percentage, I'm just going to show the gallons, 19, 18, 17, etc. But look what happens. This, from 8 down, is the stock size, right? So I switched it. I made it bigger, and I looked in the software to make sure it wouldn't break anything, because Lord knows I've done it in the past. But not with this. It actually works. So now I've got nice big numbers. Now to prove that, let's close this, and let's start a fake race. Yeah, here we go. So you can see there's our drivers, right? By the way, it's so funny. Like I've done at least 20 tests. I swear to God, Jane's been the leader of like in the first 5 laps of every single race. So we're gonna fake it with a space bar.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
So it's gonna fake it. So the first, the dashes is nothing. The 0 is across the start finish line. But look how big that is. That's really nice because it's not normally that big. Oh, there you go, Mark. Look at you in the lead. So kind of neat, right? Can you hear the sounds of the race?
Record.
By the way, can you hear that? I'm curious. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, it does, right? I mean, it's really clear, especially on my TV that's a little bit further away.
Driver record.
Okay, good. So now I'm going to fake it. I'm going to pause the race.
Yellow flag.
Right? So now I went a little crazier. So I'm going to close this race. Right? There's all the people that come over to race. I got a whole bunch of newbies too, man. Alex is new. Aaron is new. Let's see. Jimmy No Brakes is my cousin. Junior is new. There's a couple other ones on here. Saif is new. Mo is new. So they're all new guys. They're all from my Miata club. They're dying to come back. Okay, so now I'm going to do this. This might be on the... Yeah, it's on the other computer. So we're going to see how this goes. Let me see. So I downloaded some sounds. Literally some sounds. Let me move this over here. Does that work? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, well, at least I can see it. So hold on. You don't need to see the sounds. You just need to hear them. So what I did, I downloaded a bunch of new audio files. So for example, that countdown you just heard, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, can now be a new one. Unfortunately, I can only find 3, 2, 1 from a... Yeah, I know, the driver list is huge, right? And that's not really everybody, but it's close. It's close to everybody. But that's the thing. I can't get any like consistent people either. In the winter, everybody's ready to go. So this is definitely a winter sport. I just never realized it. I guess because when I first got my track, everybody came over. Anyway, here we go. So now I found this.
3, 2, 1.
Right. So I don't know if you can hear that. You should be able to. It's the same computer. And then I found go.
Oh.
So that's all from like Super Mario or something like that. Right. And then I found in the real software, gentlemen, start your engines. And I have never heard it. I still haven't heard it. I don't know what it is, but you darn straight if I found the new one.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
I found Trump. Oh, God. I didn't mean to, but I can't find any of the really good, recognizable Gentlemen, Start Your Engines. But there's that one actor from, he played the UPS driver on that TV show, you know? Can you think of that actor's name? Because he did a really good one. Hey, Matt, what's up? Hey, Matt, I'm just tinkering with my my race coordinator software. So I guess you're not watching football either. Or maybe you are. But yeah, so I'm tinkering. So I got like 3 computers going at once, and I'm using the remote software. So my computer is the one I'm on, talking to you as I look into the camera. I keep looking down. And then the one behind me is actually the computer next to me. So I was showing Mark. I have the game on mute. Oh, got you. What games are now? I forgot. I know the Jets are tomorrow. And wasn't there an overseas game today, like London or something? Watching the Mets lose. Oh, don't tell me that. Really, Mark? Are they really losing? God damn it to hell. Hold on. Now I got to look. Hold on. What's the score of the New York Mets game?
The Mets are trailing the Dodgers 3-0 in the top of the 4th inning in Game 1 of the NLCS.
Gotcha. Giants and Bengals. Oh, nice. I like my Giants, but I don't know. Hopefully they'll do better. So anyway, Matt, it was 3-0. Yeah, now I just played it. So Matt, I was tinkering with the race coordinator software, and I found a couple of cool things in here. You believe it or not, these are all my drivers that have been here before. Kind of cool. Let me shut my camera off so you can see better. Ow! When is my camera hot? Oh, no, it's not. It was just sharp in the corner. Okay. So I'm going to fake a race. And I was showing Mark that now we have our gas stations working again, so you can see full. Before, it used to be just a green bar. I'm going to keep doing this, Mark. I'm sorry. I know you keep like that. So it used to be like this. And then it's 20 gallons or 20 numbers. We'll go with 20 gallons. And every time you went a lap, it would slice off a little bit of gas. Now, the faster you go, the more gas it used. Right now, it's set up to be really gradual use, so I get to see all the numbers, probably on purpose. But I realized that my green lane with a green, you can see the green right here is just, it's too close. If anything, it would look weird. But I figured out a way to do this with the numbers. So other than full, which is green on purpose, I did all these other ones. And you can also see, hey, dude, what's up? I'm tinkering with my race coordinator tonight. So thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. So anyway, you can see the numbers, right? I was able to, how do you adjust the fuel? Oh, now you're going to ask me? I've done a lot of tweaks tonight, so I'm not sure what your question is. A little bit generic at the moment. You can adjust fuel usage. Yes, you can, as a percentage. You can, anyway, I've changed the graphics is what I've done. Because it was really hard to tell, like green on green. You couldn't see this. So now the full tank shows green. And then if you look from 19 down to 9, they're a little taller than the rest, 8 down to empty. So I was literally in the middle. Hey, Adam. Looks like I got my pit lane working again. Mostly it was the Microsoft's .NET framework. So basically an update that I had been postponing on the laptop. So I probably did that to myself. Let me get back on here for a second. There we go. Yes, I probably did it to myself, believe it or not, after all that complaining. Because every time when Gino tuned in, oh, let me show you that setting. Hold on, guys. Yes, abort the race. Remember when I said track setup? And I said, oh, you got to go in there. And here, let me get rid of this so you can see the full menus. Okay, here we go. So you can see my mouse. Okay, good. It's about as big and pink as I can make it. So, of course, pink. So in the race setup, or is it track setup? Let me look at track. Okay, so track setup. Make sure you have the right Arduino, which I do. I have Arduino Mega, which is the big boy. If I say configure, right here, this was my problem. My software was accidentally set as probably, oh, it's readable, sort of. Lap pin as pit. So every time I went across the damn start finish line, it would say, oh, you've entered the pits, which is wrong. I have 3 rows of pins. I have the start finish line row, I have the entrance to the pits, and I have the exit to the pits. And that was my problem when Gino was on the phone. But after Gino told me, hey, machine, what's up? After Gino and I finished our phone call, the next day I had my big Miata event, and I convinced 7 other people to come to the house and look at the track, and most of them hung around. We couldn't get it to work. And even though this was set right, but what had happened, probably, like I said, is the .NET framework needed updating. So Jane and I tested the crapola out of this thing today. And we got 1 error out of it, but we think we know what we did, so we're okay with it. So, and then you say accept. I can't say accept because I'm not connected physically to my track. The screen you're looking at is the laptop right next to me. I just grabbed it off the track from downstairs. And that's that. There you go. So you want to really get complex? Look at this crap. You want to really get into race coordinator? So then you got all your pins. So these are my relays for the track, right? So pin 11, 12, 13, and 14 are the relays for the lanes. And then digital setup. Oh, look, our track is digital. Yeah, kind of, sort of. So you've got your different pins for laps. So this is the lap trigger. So L4 is lane 4. It's backwards on top and then counts up the normal way the rest of it. I don't know why they do that, but they do. So you see lap. So this is lane 4. That would be their pin. So if I were connected to the track right now, I could run my finger across the, I think it's my blue lane, but whatever lane it is that L4 coordinates to, the little red light here would simply blink green. And that means that it was working as long as I did my numbers right. So then you see pit in. So that's pit. Yeah, I know it's all Greek, but it's not hard to look at. I mean, once you see it, right? So these 4 trigger your laps, just like you have. You have that on yours. Granted, you're using TrackMate, but trust me, it's the same idea. And then these starting the pits. This is my pit entrance. So pulling into the pit. So this is lane 1, lane 2, lane 3, lane 4. And then this is exiting the pits. Lane 1, lane 2, lane 3, lane 4. And then call button. You got to love this. For my Italian friends here, that is call button or call slut. They didn't spell button right. I love that. So it's a call button. Hey, la button. She's a slut. Anyway, you have a call. An easy dial. Isn't that funny? The call button. Anyway, and there's the call buttons, which are those caution flags, right? So again, lane 1, lane 2, lane 3, lane 4, and all this other stuff could be used. I don't. You got to see what Gino's going to be doing with his. Oh my God. And then I can do all the LEDs. So there's my lanes, right? Like so. And then the LED string, I could add all sorts of lights, guys, like crazy lights. The caution flag thing that I thought would be really cool by drilling out all my Matchbox and installing all the emergency lights is actually quite a nightmare because those are analog and this is actually digital. So we have to have something digital trigger something analog, but if it works, hey, nobody, what's up? But if it worked, it would be pretty cool. And you can see there's literally strings and strings of lights available to me, or whatever I want to tell it to do. I could have a little guy waving a flag on top of the start finish line. Like how cool is that, So yeah, it's a call slut button. I thought that was classic. So there you go. So yeah, I think we're running. So I'm going to show you again. I can't click accept though, because I didn't make any changes anyway. I'm going to come out of here. Again, there's our lanes. I put the lane color, the font colors back to black again, so that the gas station would stand out a little bit more. Again, minor tweaks, all easy stuff though. And yes, we are going to do that. We did not alter any lanes. Hopefully didn't break anything. So for you guys that do have Race Coordinator, Adam and anybody else, yes, I did remove all the cars. I don't like it. I'll add mine a little bit later. How you doing, Mark? Doing good, sir. Doing good, sir. Just been playing with the software today. We think we got my lanes all fixed up again. So you can see all the drivers. Look, I even added like Pro Tinker. Look, Brian and his little son David. Right? I got their logos in there. I got Mark down here. Where is he? I know my alphabet. Come on. Mark, where'd you go? You're over here. That's why. So you can see Mark's Slot Car Garage logo over here. You can see Adam's logo right there. You can see the Stig, which I'll change to my logo. Actually, let me show you how to do that, guys, just so you can learn. How about that? So go to Driver Setup, Expert, Find Myself. Go find yourself. Find Myself, right? I double-click my name, so now it all changes up here, right? Ignore this stretch. That's just poor software coding, basically. Hey, Steve, what's up? Welcome aboard, sir. Ed Bad, you're welcome, sir. You're welcome. You're welcome. Jane and I kept saying, like, we owe Ed. And a lot of people, we trade cars and send cars to each other, which is really nice. but I knew you had sent me one way back when you had won something. I thought that was pretty cool. And you were just getting started too. So anyway, ignore this because, poor coding. So if I want to change my mugshot, I double click. Now I've added all these. These are all mine. The ones that it came with are these helmets right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's some like goofy cartoon bodies. I got rid of them. I hated them. Absolutely hated them. So now I can change my software, right? I can change any logo I want. That's my friend Ernie's dog. He wanted his dog. So there's John Bon Jovi for our friend Joanne to make her happy. So boom, I'll change it to this, right? So that's my profile. Again, looks goofy and stretched, but when the race comes, and I'll just update, and then you can see now I have my own logo right there. There you go. So my next move, guys, and I was just showing Mark, is going to be audio. I got to show you. It's kind of neat. It's kind of funny. I apologize if it gets political, but it kind of will in just a second. So hold on, let me show you, or rather you can hear it. Man, my computer is just screaming right now from heat because I'm running like 3 screens and remote control. Where am I? Videos, sounds. Okay, so you know how the race counts down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I want to change it, but I can't find 5 and 4, but I did find
3, 2, 1.
Right, so I found those, and I found
Go!
So I found those, and I'll be changing those in the software. And then I saw, while I was tinkering in there, an actual file called Ladies and Gentlemen, Start Your Engines. And lo and behold, she'll say it. But I've never heard it during one of my races. Yeah, I know you can put photos. I'll do that too, Mark, eventually. But I want to do it with my 4 IROC cars, whatever they may be. Oh, you guys got to see what Gino's been doing. He's got a 3D printer, but a really good one, multicolor. He's been printing bodies. Dude, you got to see these things. They're amazing. Anyway, so I want to do the Gentlemen, Start Your Engines. So I want to find one. So I found one, and here it is. This is funny.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
So I found Donnie Trump. Now, I want to change it. It's funny, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to, upset anybody and be weird. But I want to do, you guys got to help me out with this. I was just, did you answer me about that? Let me see. There was a really popular actor. He played the UPS delivery driver. Remember what I'm talking about? He was in Mall Cop. That's the actor I want. I heard him do a Gentlemen, Start Your Engines once, and it was so good. No, you didn't know. Okay. Does anybody know? He was in Mall Cop. I can just Google him. Hold on. Mall Cop. Paul Blart. That's him, Paul Blart. Now we're going to find, let me go to YouTube real quick, and we're going to go Paul Blart, Start Your Engines. Hopefully I can find it. It came up, so we'll see if it works. Yep, there it is. So this is the next sound. This one's kind of long. Of course, I can shorten it because that's what I do. But here we go.
Now to Chuck and Larry, Kevin James.
He screams it.
I just got 3 things to say.
I like it.
God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine.
Yeah. Yeah, I so need that. I think that's pretty good. Kevin James. Oh, that's Kevin James? Wait, Paul Blart. Oh, Paul Blart was his character, wasn't it? Oh, maybe that's what it was. Wasn't that good, right? Okay, good. You guys like it. So it's a little long, but so what? At the beginning of a race, I could shorten it too. I do all that audio editing, but yeah, I forgot Paul Blart was his character. But okay, yeah, gotcha. But I thought that was kind of cool. What else? We can also we have to find the very lame yellow flag. I hate yellow flag. So I found a rally driver. I can't pronounce his name because it's Indian. It's Hindi, and it's way too long for me to pronounce. But I like this one. Triple caution. I thought that was kind of funny, but it's not. It's not robust, and it's a very cheap sounding sound. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe. Again, I can add it, but I do want to find other ones. I want to see if I can find Michael Waltrip, doing NASCAR. Because I know he's got the whole boogity boogity. I can do that one as well when the race starts, but that might be too much. Yeah, it's hard to hear, right? That's kind of what I thought. He's saying triple caution. Triple caution. So yeah, I agreed. I agree. It's a little on the quiet side, and you can tell it was like a microphone recording. Like he held it up to another microphone, And then I have all the other funny, goofy stuff. We can do. Jane thought it would be kind of funny for a caution flag to do like a stupid sound, like a horse or something goofy. We could do a shortened version of Dee 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 Dee, this thing. I don't know. We'll see about that one. And then this one, which I use in a lot of my videos, I can shorten.
Brother, this guy stinks.
Maybe just shorten it to "this guy stinks" every time somebody hits the caution. I don't know. I don't want to overdo it because I don't like a lot of sounds during my race as it is. So as long as they're short, I'm okay. That'd be kind of right. That's kind of funny. All right. Hard to understand. Okay. I don't know. But yeah, that's what I've been doing, guys. So let me show you what a race looks like. First, let me go into the thing here. So this is what I was telling Mark and the earlier guys that tuned in. So I found a way to change the fuel. So in the race, that's overbuilt. Yeah, I know. I agree. But it's still kind of funny though. So let me bring up race coordinator again. Hold on. That's the latest version, by the way. They just came out with a beta, but there's something. Yeah, that's me. Thanks. Oh wait. Hold on. Let me turn on my camera. Oh, whoops. Oh. For one person. Well, that's a good question. Just put "this guy stinks" for one person. I don't know if I could do it singularly. In the older versions, you can, which is actually something really cool. You can teach the software to pronounce the driver's name, which I thought was wild, but it's a really old version, and there's a lot of bugs in it. But they realized that most of the bugs were caused by the audio. So in other words, a simple name, Alex, Jane, Mark, it could pronounce, right? But say Brian might come across as Brian, or I'm trying to see Junior. Well, Junior's an easy word, but certain words it wouldn't be able to pronounce. Kenton might come across as Kenton, but it would still say it. Kenton is in the pits, or Mark is in the pits, or whatever. But I wanted to do it, but this newer software is the only one I can do. I'm using the highest grade Arduino that there is for this anyway. So yeah, I did that. So you can see I changed all my graphics. Like here's all my drivers that have been around. I did all that. So here, I'm going to give you a demo race just to give you an idea. But before I do, so this is the original fuel. And then it's 20. So just pretend it's like 20 gallons. And then as you went across, it would slice a piece off, right? You could barely see them. And on my TV, and my TV's pretty big, but, the blue lane and the green lane sit so far away from the TV, it wouldn't work. So I'm actually thinking, I know you guys saw that super viral video of the kid that replaced the dining room chandelier with the UFC Jumbotron. This is I'm sorry, Mark. Sorry. I'm trying to change it up a little, buddy. So the Jumbotron would be really cool if I could angle it and then have it. Oh, I'm live. What's the matter?
Highway matter.
I don't care. And have the Jumbotron angle to each driver so they could really see it. But there's no way to split. There's no way to split them up. Like you'd have to see all 4 lanes, and then the driver 2 would have to see all 4 lanes, and driver 3. I would love to be able to separate the signal. That would be freaking amazing. So you only saw your statistics. How incredible would that be? And when you switch lanes, it would follow you. So as you walk, my 4 lanes are on both sides, or rather 2 and 2. So you could self-marshal, sort of. But we have a caution flag, so it didn't matter. So this is the original, and it's really short. As you can see, it's 128 by 64, which is too short. But you could see where I've been modifying it, and it fits. It fit perfectly. All the other fonts are bigger. These weren't. So I made them bigger, and it didn't do anything goofy to the software. So you can see right at number 9 is where I quit, and then number 8 is where I have to go fix. And I found that it was so easy. I was doing it the hard way with my graphics software, and I realized I can just go into MS Paint, run it as admin because race coordinator, blah, 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 blah. They want to be picky. So I go here, I go file, I go open. I browse up to number 8. I say open. I say resize it. I say pixels. Get rid of the aspect ratio, meaning if I lower this or raise this, it doesn't change the top number. Change it to 96 and say, okay, boom, it's bigger. Save it. That's all I've been doing. So now you'll see. Oops. Oh, Fungool. All right. Where am I? Pictures, maybe? Pictures. Yep, there they are. Oops. Oh, Fungool. Really, man? Oh, there's the originals right there. That's my backup. So you can see how small they are. How are you supposed to see from this 19, 18, 17, 16 when you're 15 feet away? You just couldn't. You just couldn't. So now I lost that folder. So probably it's in the actual software. Let's see. Because I was modifying it. Oh, yeah, I was. That's right. I was modifying it in here. Here's where you change all the other stuff, guys. So you can change all your sounds as long as you know. These are the generic sounds. I still don't know what the chime represents. If anybody does know, please tell me. So we're going to go to images. And there's the original. And then here's the new one, UI. And that's these. So you can see now the number 8 matches the number 9. So I'm going to finish the rest of those in a little bit. What else? What else did we do to our setup here? Let me see. We have track setup. We had a file. So you can see it says race coordinator. So I actually made one that says Gale Force Raceway somewhere. And then track name is us. It's kind of weird the way they do it, but they do. You tell it how many track sections. I went with 70 feet, 1 foot per, in case there's any weird penalties. 164 scale, and then I update it. Ta-da! So that's it. I don't know what else to show you guys in here. I've tweaked a lot of things. Not a ton, but a lot. So, Mark, what did you... So I can add the car, right? So if I can do... Is it smart enough to know individual cars? No, right? It's got to be what class we're running in, right? So if I wanted to, I could take a picture of like the 4 cars in this class. And then when I drag the car over, how long does it take to refuel? That's up to me. That's up to me. Let me show you. That's up to me. Right now it's set on a really long setting because I wanted to see every single number when I was doing my test. But a couple seconds. So you figure, depending on the IROC race, right? I would say there's an average lap on my track. Let's just say 6, way over your head. Ed, I swear to God, it's not. I believe you me, I might be in IT, but it has nothing to do with this stuff. Honest to God, it's not that bad. So you can set it in the software. So let's do it again. And I'll show you. So you set up each race. So this is the race. It's not an event, although it could be. And I get a little lost in here, race, event, and season. I don't have season racers, so yeah. So race setup. I'm going to say expert again. Again, I'm modifying. What am I modifying? I'm modifying this race. It's called Fuel Round Robin. They have other ones, as you can see. You can see when I was troubleshooting, WTF2. So we're going to modify Fuel Round Robin. So we're going to say race setup, expert, and this is what goes on in the race. Boom. So here's everything. Car filter, they don't care what car. Minimum lap time is 3 seconds. So if anybody tries to pull a 299, my track will say, eh. Like it'll be like if you like a buzzer sound, so you're cheating. So nobody can stick their finger in the timer. Call button delay. That's literally the caution flag. So as soon as you hit it, it immediately triggers it. I don't know why they have a delay, but again, these are all settings up to the user, right? All different stuff. Here's I have it set up as where's my race limit? It's probably down here somewhere. But I have her call it out halfway through the heat and then 10 seconds left. If I was doing a heat race, this is what you would do. These are the 4 drivers that just happen to be dragged over to the other race. Scoring, I don't use it other than laps. I'm only counting laps, right? And then the tiebreaker is average lap. Now, Mark uses poker chips. He marks out where they are on the track and then carries that to the next lane. I am not nearly that complex nor that intelligent, so I don't do that. I say screw. So what we do is we simply put everybody back to the start-finish line and have the physical people move between their lanes. This way, everybody drives every lane and every car at the same time. So red car, red lane. Then you go to the blue lane for blue car, blue lane, et cetera, et cetera. Hey, Snuggie, what's up, Phil? So I'm just showing everybody what I've been tinkering with in here. So And yes, I'm pretty sure I got it working again. At least the testing has gone well. So points, again, we're not using points. You see it's unchecked. Season, again, we're not using it, carrying over. You could have a really cool season. It's really complex to do it that way, but I don't have any regular racers. I really don't. So analog fuel, here you go. So this is how we use it, right? So it's a 200 capacity. Let's just pretend it's gallons. I call it 20 because remember before it was numbered 1 through 20. I do that for IROC. Yeah, exactly. So we use it. We're using fuel, and we're using heat reset, meaning as soon as the race is over, you get a full tank when you move to the next lane, and when the end of the heat, regardless. Right. So there you go. Linear fuel, which means don't use it on a steady curve. So the faster you go, right, lap time, the faster you go, the more fuel you're using, and then the times come down accordingly. So if you're a slow poke, you just want to stay on the track, you're going to hardly use any fuel. But everybody's kicking your butt. Why? They're flying past you. We marked the track section number for tie breaking. Yeah, again, everything works, right? So we have an average lap time of 6:95. I just threw that in there. I think that's a default somewhere for 70 feet of track. Average use, again, 14 seconds. Anything more than 14, you're barely using any fuel anyway. The fuel rate. So the answer is how fast does it refuel? And the answer is 5. I don't really think that's seconds. I think, then again, it might be because here it is. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's kind of hard to tell. Is this the slot racing curve? This is Race Coordinator, Phil. It's not TrackMate, which is another brand, but it's the brand from, you've heard Viasu. To be honest with you, Viasu makes the hardware. He makes all the timing bridges. He makes the track. He glues in the sensors. He sells you all the hardware. It's got good stuff. A little hard to get really detailed knowledge from, being polite here. But if you just want the software, it's free. You can download the software for free. That's the beauty of it. And if you want to do all the sensors and soldering yourself, you're in good shape. Yeah, you're in good shape. It's not hard to do. I've been getting braver and braver with my soldering iron, so we'll see. You want to laugh. One of the reasons why I don't solder in my basement too much is because I don't have a fire extinguisher down there, but I need one. So I'm going to be getting one. Anyway, so there you go. Fuel rate 5. So let's just say 5 seconds. So from empty, it would probably take 5 seconds. The pit delay is, do I have a picture of my, yeah, I kind of do. Yeah, but it's not on this computer. So I don't know if you guys saw in my community tab on my page, in my community tab, I took some recent pictures of the new pit lane. And that would be the red and blue. Let me go back on the camera for a moment. There we go. Ta-da. So I have pictures, like 4 pictures of the pit lane. So what I used was like a piece of plastic, and then I wrapped red and white like FICA curb, like reflective stickers from my trailer, because if it's for free, it's for me. It has not stopped. Amazing me how far and how technical we can go with slot cars. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. So that is laid out there. So the trick is, how do you trigger the pit delay? Is you stop between the beginning of the pit lane and the end of the pit lane, which I think is like 20, we'll just say 2 feet, make it easy, is 2 feet. So as long as you stop in between that mark, what happens if you don't make the pit in time? You run out of gas. You're out. So you get, depending on an average race, you get like 1 warning, right? You get 1 warning. It'll say low fuel. And then you'll go around 1 lap and you might blow through it. No, if you blow through it, you better go real slow coming back around. But that's your penalty, right? Everybody's driving past you at this point, and you got to pull in. But if you miss it again or you don't get there in time, out of fuel, you got no power on the trigger. You just sit there until the end of the race. So this is all based on a real scenario you program in all fuel. You should take tires, everything else, and it works like that. Kind of. I wouldn't say tires. So if you're looking at this chart right here, let me turn off the camera again. You guys don't have to need my mugshot. Is it real-time heats? It can be. It can be. It is real-time. So let's just say I have a 4-minute heat. All right, that's what mine is. It's a little bit long. I can go short. And of the heat, you mean? I don't know if that's for me or for Phil. Let's do this. So here's we're going to set up. We're going to pretend there's a race, right? I probably could show it to you. But the problem with the test is it never goes in for gas. So no, I can't show it to you. So yeah, it uses it like on a linear level. Time to pit is based on the constant lap. I don't understand that fully. Refuel rate is what it is. So once you break the first sensor, so if you run out of fuel, you are out of the heat. Oh, no, just the heat. You're just out of the heat. You ran out for that heat. When you switch lanes, don't forget, like I said before, up here, right? You get a heat reset and you end the heat. So end the heat, you get a new tank. Right, there you go. And a heat reset. So in other words, when you move to the next lane. Now, if you run at the very end of the race, you got to wait until the end of the race. But yeah, it's only per heat. So 4 drivers, 4 heats, right? 4 heats, because everybody gets to drive on each lane. I'll be honest with you, Phil. It sounds really complex, but let me explain it to you. I fully admit I have not gotten this to work fully during a real race, right? I was so busy with the, in spring getting my little car running and all that stuff that I really haven't had one. However, if you go to the YouTube channel G, the letter G, wire, the word wire, and then X, so G Wire X, he has a beautiful layout, really phenomenal, and he's got all this stuff running fully. And we went to his house and raced one time, and oh my God, pit stops are hysterical. It takes a little bit of it puts a little bit of rookie to everybody. You know what I mean? Like, you really have to relearn how to do the fuel. It's a little more strategy based. So your rookies can learn too, because guess what? They're going a little slower. They can stop in that in the gas station or pit lane probably better than the guy who's flying by. You try to get in there as quick as you can. You don't want to pull up and then, you're almost there. You're almost there. You're almost there. Okay, I'm in the pit. And then it starts. At that moment, and let's go back to this. I'm going to get rid of me. At that moment, there's a 1 second delay. So if it takes you more than a second, let me rephrase that. You have 1 second. No. You got to stop between the pit lane, pit in and pit out. Once you pull in, it starts counting. If it hits 1 second, it'll begin refueling, and it will say refueling. Now your tank is going up. That's what that means. Formula One pit stops 2.3. Yeah, well, yeah, I get it, but we're not all Formula One. But don't forget, with a lap run, depending on which IROC series I run, 695 is pretty average. It really is, because once I start cranking up the power, my rookies crash. I don't consider myself a pro by any stretch of the imagination. But when everybody else runs, it definitely kind of levels the playing field, in my opinion. It really does. And we had a lot of fun, and I'm just dying to get it working properly. So then we have more to this. There's more. Hold on, but wait, there's more. Then you have crash and learn. So this is the Achilles heel. I'll be brutally honest, and I'm going to apologize and maybe even eat my words here, but I think there's a glitch. Now, it could be, it's not wiring, it can't be wiring, but it might be wiring to the point where we modified something to make it work. So just keep that in the back of your mind with a little asterisk, but I don't think that's it, for the record. Crashes. You have your own caution flag right in front of you. You have your own little yellow button right at your driver's station, and you can hit the caution flag as long as you're the one who crashed, right? So if you're the guy who hit the caution button, boom, you now have to, if they can put your car back on the lane for you, that's fine, but everybody loses power for that moment, right? I don't have a penalty set up. Could I? Sure, I can make a penalty. You could see that Gino convinced me to put a 2-second penalty in, right? Yeah, kind of. So you hit the caution flag. Everybody stops. So then when you hit the caution flag again, she begins the countdown again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Go. The second go is you, because you're the one who hit the caution flag. Everybody else got the first go. They're already pulling away from you. It's good, but the rookies suffer the most if they crash a lot. So I'm not really
Powering off.
Oops, sorry, that was my speak. Oh, I got to put that back on for you guys. Hold on.
Powering on.
So I kind of don't like the penalty for that reason, because the rookies are the ones that suffer for that, right? So after 3 of those, right here, 3, you're DQ'd. You're out. You lose power, just like you ran out of gas. It's the same thing, right? You're going in the penalty box, so to speak. But here's the thing. The day we ran that, I turned off gas stations because it was acting up so badly, and my 4 rookies came over to race, and they were terrible racers. I mean, like funny, terrible. And when the green lane disqualified himself or basically hit the caution flag 3 times, it accidentally disabled power to the pink lane. That's a problem. That's a bug. That's got to be somewhere. Now, I have to test that. Again, that's another thing I have to test. And we don't know if it was the delays. We don't know if it was all this stuff. We don't know if it was up here. We don't know. But we noticed the green lane disabled pink and the pink lane disabled green as well. So, in other words, green lane, caution, green lane, caution, green lane, caution. That's 3, you're out. Boom, pink lane loses power. Can't have that. So we got to figure out what that is. And then UI, these are things I don't touch. Genuinely, I don't touch any of this stuff. Groups, you can have different groups of racers, different teams of racers. I don't touch that crap. Images, I've been tweaking these all night. You can see I don't touch any of these. And then audio is their built-in sound, the English lady. So I have some sounds I'm gonna be using. So boom, there you go. So that's it, guys. I showed you a little race coordinator tonight. It's kind of easy to bring this up here. I wish I had tested my new camera. I forgot. I got a brand new. Watch, it could be invisible. Oh my God, it's actually here. Well, no, I lied. Okay, there we go. The new Insta360. So we'll see how that works. I'm trying to get it in front of my face. Boy, I can't really do my opposites. So we'll see how that works. That'll be my next move. Supposed to be clearer, more colorful. You can see I'm kind of yellowed out. I have lights on my webcam, but honestly, can you really tell? That was 1, 2. Yeah, I went a little orange there. Am I you, somebody? 3, and then off. Oh, actually, the last one's the best one. Let me go back. Yeah, so there you go. Mets are getting clobbered 6-zip. Afanabla. So, anybody have any questions? You're wondering what this no image selected? I think that's the cars. I deleted all the cars. They're in the software. I just deleted them from this view, basically, just because I felt like it, and then I just changed all the drivers. But yeah, I mean, there's other stuff here. There's lots of things you can do. There's different preferences you can change, and reaction time and minimum lap. Like, I need to fix that, you know, because everybody's turning it better than a 6.5 now. You know, I could set up a full season. I wouldn't even know where to begin. Expert event setup. That's kind of tough. I got to get these races running really well. Oh, it's very extensive. Yeah, no doubt. Nobody's going to beat the Dodgers. Oh, bite your tongue, Phil. I hope you're wrong. But again, these are all the races. And I used to have a lot more, but I had to reinstall the software once because I did probably too many tweaks or things just broke. Did you just come out this? What? Did you? What? Did it just come out? What? The closet? What the hell are you talking about? What's that? Did it? Oh, do you mean did this just come out? No, it's Race Coordinator. It's Race Coordinator. It's available on the web. It's free. You can download it for free. But no, it's been around a long time. It's TrackMate's been around a lot longer, but no, Race Coordinator's been around a long time. I only have 1 light bridge. How do you not use fuel? 1 light bridge. How do you not use fuel? I feel like if you only have 1 light bridge, you can't use fuel. You can do it with 2. Okay, so here's where it gets a little goofy. You know what? I'm gonna show you. This was the problem I had. So maybe this will enlighten you. Again, I'm going to the race setup. I'm going to expert. I'm trying to show you with my mouse. I made it as big as I could here. And then I go down to oh no, I'm in the wrong spot. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I lied. Track setup. Expert. Disable fuel. Yeah, you could do it that way. So you do configure. And then you go to analog. Oh, actually, no. This is it right here. So if you look, there's lap pin as pit, lap pin as pit end, or lap pin as lap only, which I need. This is me because I've got 3 rows of pins. You can use the pit with 1 light bridge. You have to stop right on the sensor. Oh, God, that would be really tough. But, yeah, I guess you could. I don't see why not. That's probably what this other one is. Lap pin as pit. Oh, there you go. Yeah, there's the answer right there. So, yes, you can use the pit with 1 light bridge, which is your start-finish line. As long as you stop on there, boom, there you go. There you go. That would work. And you could even get away with that by having the smaller or rather cheaper Uno Arduino. The Uno is a little USB box. I swear to you, it's like that big. I still have mine, actually. I want to use it for something else. I just don't know how. And then, yeah, I mean, these would all be turned off. Like pit end stuff for you would be turned off, all that. You would just have your lap pins right here. I think that's all you have to do. And then in your race, of course, you have to tell it what to do as well. Let's see if I can find it. Race setup, expert. Yeah, there you go. Fuel round robin. Of course, you would change the race to just laps or whatever other ones I think they give you round robin. They give you practice. Just laps is something I renamed. It was the old practice. Mine got corrupted and damaged. So mine doesn't look right. Everybody else's looks like this beautiful kind of Excel spreadsheet where you could see like your 10 best laps. Mine just looks like the regular timing software, which was fine, but it's not as cool as the other one for sure. All right, guys. I think I'm going to call it. I don't have anything else for anybody unless you guys have questions, and you can. So forgive my unintelligence on this. Does this work based on it being connected with sensors to the track and the railing system so it understands what the car is doing? Hang on, Phil. Let me see about that. Hold on. Does this work based on it being connected with sensors to the track? There are other ways. Let me tilt my camera. I feel like you're looking at my, there we go. I believe there's other ways to do it. So right now I'm only using just little, everything's downstairs. Damn it, I wish I brought it up here. Just on these little like resistors or diodes, rather. Diodes, not resistors. And the little diode is drilled in the bottom of my track with an 1/8 inch bit, and then I used a little bit of black silicone. Now that I know I could have done it better, I should have, but I didn't. But they're working. Again, I didn't know if it was my sensor, so I bought a whole new group of them, a whole new 8 of them. So they're all glued, ironically. So now I've got like, you know, my 1/15-inch section, especially my pit end or pit out, is like Swiss cheese. But it's level. The cars don't get upset by it, so I'm okay with it. There's no chips or anything. No. You don't have to touch the cars. You're breaking a light beam. The bridge, you're just breaking a light beam. Hey, you know what? Hang on. I got an idea. You're looking at this screen, so why not just show you? Let's just show you. So hold on, guys. I'm going to go to Firefox here. It should be visible to you. Let me turn off this. All right, and let's Google Viasu. So he's the guy that makes the hardware for this race coordinator software, but just bear with me on that. So these are all, this is just their generic, oh yeah, blah, blah, accept, okay, whatever. So here's all his sensors, just to give you an idea. Hopefully I can get a bigger photo, hopefully. Not the fastest site in the world. There you go. So you can see the sensors right there. Those are the diodes. I'm pointing like you could see it, but you can see each diode right there. And then this is above it. And there's a light bar. Oh, God, I'm getting hiccups. There's a light bar here. Oh, it's free, guys. Quick, buy it. That's funny. Probably because it's separate. It's all one thing. And then there's the light underneath. So this is like a nice LED strip, basically. Hold on. There we go. That's an LED strip going right there. And I have that as well. So I have 2 of these. That's the pit in and the pit out. You could also run it through a camera. That's very true. Through Arduino. Yep, you can run it with a camera. There's even a lap timer via cell phone, but I don't think it's very reliable. Some guys swear it is, but then they have a race and they realize that I was right all along. Kind of like going under Easy Pass. Yeah, totally, dude. Yeah, totally. But you got to watch out. You don't put these on curves, because if you come off and they slide under your lane, yeah, you get an extra lane. You get an extra lap out of that, and a damn short one too, right? That's funny. So he has all these different ones, right? 4-lane, 2-lane, the full kit. And, you know, I mean, he gets his money. He's very good at what he does. But I don't understand why everything is... Hold on, let's be nosy. So I'm a plastic 4-lane kit with bridge. There it goes, subtotal. Okay, I was just wondering why it was saying 0 up here. And then you do blah, blah, blah. And you say, okay, what kind of track is it, right? And all that other stuff. And then, boom, you get your pricing. So you can see he's getting his money. But, I mean, this is... I wish I could make this one photo bigger. But you could see You can see the Arduino in the upper left-hand corner. You got the USB cable he gives you. You get the CD-ROM. You get some setup instructions. All the wiring is labeled and labeled with tape and paper. You can see it in the picture. What's a ballpark price for a basic kit? I mean, here's the basic kit right in front of you. That's a 4-lane kit, 6-inch bridge, which means it goes across both lanes. So you're looking about $215. But again, that's not the software. The software is free. The actual software, here, let's do this again. Afanable. Here we go, race coordinator. Okay, here we go. See? So racecoordinator.net, in case anybody can't read that. Okay, and there you go. Software is free. Software is free, but he would love a donation. And I think it's pretty cool. Let me show this to you. This poor guy lost his son to a battle of cancer, so he kind of dedicated it to him. So you can always donate. There he is, Noah Jack. Oh, that's weird. Okay, I guess that's gone now. But yeah, but the software is up here. So here's the screenshots, right? He's show you how to use it. This is the practice session I was telling you about right over here. Lap timers, has to be Windows. I don't think so. I don't think so. Let me look. I thought there was a Linux. Let's look. I think there's a Linux, a Windows, and an Apple, if memory serves, but let me make sure. Official. Okay, good. He hasn't changed the software on me. Oh, maybe it is Windows. System requirements. Let's go look. Race coordinators is .NET. Yeah, Windows only. Free updates too. Yep, very true. Yeah, but Windows PC you can get. And let me tell you, just so you know, you do not need a powerful PC. You do not need a powerful PC at all. This was running on my old Windows 7 machine, and that Windows 7 machine was an upgrade from XP. And I know guys running this crap on Windows 98, but I think they've all upgraded because it does use the .NET framework, which is Microsoft's background software. So, .NET is required on the OS. If it does not install, most likely because you need to perform, blah, 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 right? So there you go. Oh, yeah, but I know the track is on a 10-year-old. Yeah, there you go, 10-year-old laptop. And guys, if you are in need of a Windows machine, ping me. I've got a bunch of old laptops sitting around here doing nothing. I would be more than happy to reformat, throw a copy of Windows on it. I'll send it to you. Hell, I'll even install the software if you want me to. Just give me a few. And I say a few bucks, I'll make you laugh. The last laptop I sold, I told the guy, give me a $50 bill because it was loaded with all his work stuff on it. Like I installed everything for him. But the one before that, 20 bucks. It's an old laptop. What am I going to do with it? It's sitting here collecting dust. So I'll reformat it, put a nice copy of Windows on it, and there you go. So if anybody wants it, you can do laptop or desktop. My laptop connects to an HDMI cable, which goes up to the TV up on the wall. I can run a splitter. I can put up multiple TVs if I want to, or multiple monitors for that matter. Slightly more modern monitors are better because more modern laptops have HDMI, but you can go other stuff. I might take you up on that. Yeah, Phil, no problem. No problem. Are you going to any of the shows? I know are you in New York, Phil? I'm trying to remember. I have a spreadsheet I won't open because you can all see it. I have everybody's address in a nice spreadsheet. I know Scott's is better than mine, but mine's I'm just assuming mine is more detailed because I'm a Windows guy. You sure? Wait, what? Where are you in New Jersey? Why don't I know, or do I know this and I completely forgot? Are you way down South Jersey, like really far? Are you my guy that's like almost Atlantic City? Are you kidding me right now? So you better be going to the Parsippany show, man. You better make sure Connecticut. Oh, all right. You got me on that one. So wait. Are you trying to tell me you're going to the Parsippany show, but you're in Connecticut? Is that what you're trying to tell me here? You guys speak in 2-word sentences. I don't know. I talk fast, and there's at least a 7-second delay. Now, if you're going to type one word that says yes, that doesn't help me. So anyway, so yeah, there you go. Yes, sir. Yeah, okay. So 2 words. Do they have early admission in New Jersey? Yes, they do. Yes, they do, dude. I don't think I have the flyer on this computer. I keep this one pretty stripped down. But let me look anyway. Hold on. Apps, slot cards. Oh, maybe I do. Hold on. Yeah, no.
Powering off.
Yeah, definitely not. I got to keep my sound on. Sorry, guys.
Powering on.
Yeah, they do. I think it's like an extra $10, though. It's usually worth it. Dude, it's usually worth it. Where are you, dude? I'm actually heading to the Cleveland show with Adam and Brian. That should be a lot of fun. Lord help me. That should be a lot of fun with Brian. I'm not going to lie. He's been here before. You know, he dunked his damn pizza in his soda. Sorry, pop. Dunked in his pop. But yes, New Jersey show, the Parsippany show always has early admission. Yeah. Connecticut. Okay. Oh, you're in Connecticut too. I have family in Connecticut. I just don't know where. I forgot where, actually. But they're not far from me. I'm pretty much the top of Jersey. I'm Morris. I'm 5 minutes from the Parsippany show. So, dude, whereabouts are you in Connecticut? Uh-oh, look at that. It's a missed connection. Whereabouts in Connecticut? I'm in Rhode Island. Oh, damn, Ed. My sister went to school in Rhode Island, the University of Rhode Island, URI. I used to love going to their football games because the opposing team would yell out, URINE, urine. We're getting close to being family now, near New Haven. Yeah, I think that's where my family is. I'm going to go look. I'm going to look on the other computer so I can not share that screen. It's near the racetrack we're supposed to be going to next month, which I now turned off that I won't. What do you call it? East Coast versus West Coast, Mid Coast, West Coast. I went to college in Hamden. Yeah, I don't no idea. No idea. I guess you guys know. QU. Yeah, usually I have the flyer up here. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. It's funny because wait. I got an idea. Hold on. Hold the phone. Because this computer has everything. But I'm not going to be able to see the chat. So move this over here. Oh, there we go. And go to slot cards. And graphics. No, shows and invites. Here we go. Shows and invites. Is this the old one or the new one? September 17th. Oh, God, that's last year. Okay. Oh, I guess I don't. Oh, there's one. Parsippany, November 24th. Here we go. All right, hold on. I'm going to move it over. Copy. Paste. There you go. So, whoops. Foo-foo. Oh, I foo-fooed everything. Oh, dear God. Okay, there we go. That's the one I want. Okay, there we go. So take a look at this one, guys. And you can see right here. You should be able to see that. I'll make it a little bigger. Here, I'll zoom it in a little. And there we go. Too much. There you go. So there you go. There's New Jersey. Martini. Yeah. No kidding. That was the original background. Then I switched up to the Gulf colors. To be honest, though, I think the Martinis look nicer on the laptop for some reason and on the screen, but I like my Gulf. I mean, I did a whole damn wall of it. So there you go. Admission $5, early admission $20. So it's a little bit pricier, but if you're there to get the good stuff, I don't think there's anything that rare right now that people need to go in early, but some of the guys do. They get better deals amongst themselves anyway, you know, like dealer to dealer. But it is what it is. The sponsor and theme looked great on the Porsche back then. Oh, yeah. Did you ever see my... you should see the original. Let me see if I can find it. See, this, like I said, this laptop is pretty stripped down, so I don't keep a lot of stuff here. So here's the current one, the Penske. Like so. There's the hat, right? The blue of the hat. But I don't see the... Oh, here's the Martini. I'm trying to find the one with the Porsche in it. Where's the one with the Porsche in it? Must be another one. Hey, you'll like this. Hey, Mark, can you mail me that flyer? Yeah, sure. I still have your email address, I'm pretty sure. Oh, wait. Do I? I don't think I added people's email. Oh, that was stupid. I don't think I kept anybody's email address. Send it to me, Phil. They call me the mayor at gmail.com, and then I'll reply with the image. No problem. But let me show you something, guys. You should, cause I still have yours in. Yeah, I know. It's probably in my history, so I can probably find it that way. I'm calling it a night. Glad I figured it out. Yeah, thanks, Mark. Appreciate it. But Mark, don't go yet. 1 second. I'm going to show you my original 132 track that I never finished. This is actually my track in my old house. That's a stomper. Remember those stompers from the 70s or 80s? No, 70s. And it's just got a little nail where the screw is. Oh, thanks, Phil. But you can see where I didn't even finish this, but this is me just walking with the camera. You can see my feet darting into the video here. Make it a little bigger. There you go. But this was my table. No straightaways. It was going to be my 132 track. And then I got divorced. But it's all good. Would have been a pretty cool track, I'll say that. We got pretty close, too. I ended up filling all this in with Bondo. I sanded it. I fixed all the... I have a bunch of stuff. Do you, Steve? I always liked them. I always wanted to get more of them, but they're just as collectible as the slot cars now. But you can see all the seams. This was a 8x16 table. It would have been a lot of fun. Honest to God, it would have. We were moving the 132 to have in the garage, and I was just going to keep my HO track in the background. But yeah, this was my 132. I can't find any original photos of it, but I found this one video to see where I used to be editing. There you go. That's just about the end. There you go. Pretty neat, right? So, yeah, that's what it is. Oh, there's nothing there. All right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up here for sure. I don't see any other questions. So, Phil, go ahead and send me that email. I'll dig for it in just a moment. Let me get rid of this one. Oops. There we go. How you cut that out yourself, including the track grooves. It was actually really easy, Phil. My family used to own a glass shop. So you turn a piece of plexi up on its side, and then you drill the holes through the thickness of the plexi. It leaves you like an inch or two tall. And then you use little finish nails, really thin finish nails, like maybe every 3 inches. If you want it smoother, you do more. And then you just run a router against the plexi and just route it, and then move it over and move it over and move it over. It takes a little while, but then we learned that if you spaced the router correctly, you only had to put nails on one edge and then run the router and then take the plexi up and stick it in the groove and just tap it down with a rubber mallet. It was a bitch to get back out, though. Every once in a while, you chip off the press board, but it worked for the most part. So, all right, guys, let me back on here real quick. Turn on my lens. There we go. So thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate you. If everybody needs any more stickers, they're still out there. I got a whole bunch for the shows coming up. You're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome, guys. I hope I helped you out with the race coordinator software. It's all free. Race coordinator is free. It's all the hardware if you want to make your life easier. Then, yeah, you can start paying. And it can get pricey. It can. But if you're handy enough, if you're good with a soldering iron and you can follow directions pretty well, it's not that bad. Hats. Phil, I got to sell them. I gave away the ones to the guy, to Mark and Adam. I mean, Mark's been here. Adam has been here. Scott has been more than generous, more than you guys know. So I decided to hand those out. But the next ones, I got to sell them. They're pricey. But they're not outrageous. That's why I sent the stickers. It's okay. Yeah, I don't know yet. I got to look. I'm not looking to make $1. I just tell you flat out. What? Steve, are you serious? Are you kidding? That's dude. Wow. I'll send you another batch. Email me again. They call me the mayor at Gmail, and I'll send you out another batch. No, I have your address. Never mind. I have your address. But holy cow. I just had 3 batches go out. The first batch was huge. Everybody got them except one because they came back. It's kind of funny. It was Bob at the Electric Avenue. At first, I thought they were trying to mail it to Bob living at Electric Avenue. Wait a while. Hell no. Where do you live? Out in the boonies? Dude, that should have gotten there by horseback. Oh, unless you have Scott's post office. Nah, dude, you should have had it by now. the last batch I sent out, they already received them. Mail sucks. It can't be that bad, Steve. We're talking weeks here. It could be 3 weeks by now. There's no way. 2 weeks, maybe. Yeah, no way. No way. So, all right, guys. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe and all that stuff. Illinois, yeah. Maybe. I don't know. So don't forget to share and like and subscribe. I appreciate you. If anybody has any questions, put them in the comments, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Now I got to find out how to get out of this because I've never done it this way. Oh, there we go. Woo! See ya. Boom.